Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. Appreciate you coming out. Amazon just dropped off a package. I know what it is. It's bowl gaskets for quantum engines like this. So my son was a great help yesterday. He came out and I showed him how to do these new plastic carbs, clean them up. We had luck with this crafty neighbor brought this down. We're going to look at this. My son left after we had lunch. He had a chicken melt or something. I had a Philly cheesesteak. So I had certified him yesterday as a qualified zip tie mechanic so he can help me out now. I'm going to shift all the carb work to him on those plastic carbies, and I'll mess with the quantum. So the neighbor down the street pushed this down to me. I think he came a couple weeks ago and looked at my inventory. And I told him I really don't fix stuff off the street. He came back with this. I says, okay, I'll look at it. You got to break my arm if I don't. So this thing already has been a pain in the ass on the Husky with the 675. And I want to crucify the Briggs & Stratton engineers. And I'll tell you why when I find the torque screw that holds these down, holds the beauty ring down. So if this is stored outside, water collects in here and it just rusts the shit out of the screw. So I was able to use a Torx 20 to get one off, but the other one I had to drill out. I just took a drill and drilled it, disintegrated the head, and then the plastic pulled up. So I got to put some vice grips on that to get rid of it and come up with another screw. So that was a pain in my ass to begin with. So let's start with the basics on this Husky and see what the deal is. First off, what year are we looking at? 2016. I think I just took in a 2016 over the weekend. 40 bucks. Guy bought a machine from me. So I do have the front cover for this. He gave me that and a filter. He said, I'll pick up a filter. I says, don't bother. I have them in stock. Here's the cover, and the filter needs a filter. So I'll coach him later when we find out what the deal is. He's got a full tank. Let's see if it's water. These plastic tanks have a low spot down near the screen, so let me try to find that. Okay, I'm on the screen. Let's take a nice sample, and it's not looking good. I could see the debris being pulled up into the turkey baster. It's got debris in it. So for right now, half and half water. If you could see that, I'm not going to get you down, but I'm looking at the, well, you can see it now, maybe. See the turkey baster at the end there? So we're still 50-50, but water don't burn. There it is. Down at the bottom, so we know what to look for. Too bad Greg wasn't here. I would have put him onto this plastic carb. Just one extra linkage for the auto choke. So let's go ahead and put this up on my table. We know what to look for. So this is a good starting point. We know we got contaminated fuel, and hopefully there's no other issues that rear their ugly heads, because I don't want any more work. I want to get this thing up and running, give it back to the guy. Howdy do, I'm done with you. So we got to manually take off the carb, because if there's that much water in the tank, the bowl's going to be a recipient. Okay, let me back this orange turd up. All-wheel drive. Oh boy, that's heavy. Looks like he cuts high grass. There's a lot of it left over. And he cuts it kind of low too. Oh, he's got I'm looking down the street. He must have borrowed a mower. A mower just started. He's out cutting the grass with another red shit box that's skipping. He's not having good luck with small equipment. He may have put some of his contaminated gas in the second mower. I hope he doesn't kill it. If it's his neighbors, he just may have contaminated the tank. Guess he was anxious to do it. Okay, 8's to take off the recoil. I need to do that first because the gas tank is held down by the recoil. So let's get organized. I think my 8's already on the DeWalt. I use the XRP 18 volt to buzz off that screwed up Torx head. Now we're going to buzz down to my 1/4-inch drive. R is reverse. I figured I'd knock this out. I still need to build up my own inventory. But the last couple days have been slow as far as sales. So yeah, this thing's stored outside. What I mentioned before, these cups hold water. There's no drain hole in the bottom. This thing's all rusted up. Same thing for these torque screws. They go in this cavity and fill up with water and just rust the shit out of the head. Okay, so those 3 are off. Let's make tracks on this thing. Oh, he just shut it down. He just shut the machine down. Oh, he's messing with the trap door, trying to get the trap door tied up. Grass is so high, it's clogging the trap door up. There's no chute on it. Okay. So we'll take the tank off later. Right now, I'm just gonna buzz off the backing plate. Put my 7 on. Buzz those off. Okay. I gotta grab my 7. Not prepared for you as normal. Do. Okay. Now we're cooking. Oh, it's right in front of me. Right in front of me. I'm using these Chinese little small 1/4" metric set. But anywho, let's keep rolling. Okay, backing plate comes off. Pull this out, undo the linkages, automatic choke linkage, firsty, throttle linkage second. We need the O-ring and the white keeper. That comes off. Oh, this thing's dirty. Let me bring the container here. We're going to see how bad it really is. Let me separate the tank from the carb. Urgh. Okay, a lot of that debris I just dropped into the container, but I'm more concerned about the amount of water. Geez, full tank of gas. He had this thing maxed out. There's a little bit more. I think I got quite a bit with the turkey baster. Let me blast some air in this, sit it on the Honda CRV to let the sun cook it. This thing's really filled with water and gas. Sorry it took me so long. I just want to start off with a clean plate. So we got any pooling? A little bit of water there. Let's pop the bowl. I got my Stanley number 20 here on the ready. Let's buzz off the 7s on the bottom of the bowl. So I'll coach him on fuel. I'll also coach him on, if he's got to leave this thing outside, at least put a garbage bag over it or something. Keep the rainwater off of it. You know what I mean? Okay, I got a little edge here started. Let's dump what's in the bowl. I don't see that the jet's plugged up. I can see right through. So yeah, we got a little more water when I dump the bowl. It's starting to pool up. So let's just start manhandling this thing with some high pressure. No debris in this bowl, not like the one Greg cleaned up. There was a bunch of varnishy fuel residue down there. So my goal is to get this thing to run smooth, better than the machine he's borrowing. It sounds dreadful, hit and miss, hit and miss. I'm going to pop the cartridge in the float, because I just blasted out the little aluminum blocker hoodie thingy. I'm not really fond of these plastic needles. They've gone too. Okay. Just put it where it goes and use a screwdriver. And kind of push it into place again. Okay. Put that down. Just see what I did with the hinge. Hinge, anybody? Did I drop it? Ah, I did. Got good eyes for an old guy. Thread it through and then push it into place. Okay, it appears to be working. Let's put the cartridge back together. trying to move the bowl to better line up the holes. So that's better. O-ring, white keeper. That clicks into place. Let me shift you back up. Uh-oh, 21 minutes. I've been screwing off. Too much jabbering and no worky. Come on, you stinker. Get in there. Okay. Just looking at the head bolts. I'm going to come up here with a 10 and just tighten those down. Just check them. That one's tight. Come down to the bottom one. Should have an extension. Okay, that all looks good. Okay, that's there. I'm going to do the tank first and the backing plate. Okay, I'm satisfied. We got most of the water out of the tank. Just get it started first and then put the hose on. I might have this done before he's done mowing his lawn. But it's super high. They just moved in not too long ago. I think the first weekend they moved in, he walked down with somebody and they were looking at what I had. Seven millimeter. I want to get this off my table so I can fix my own stuff. I want to keep working on the stash that I just got in, the all-wheel drive Husky that I gave 40 for it. I want to put that up here. I might have to order a cable for that. It had the broken drive cable. Okay, let's go up to the sheet metals, which are 8s. So this is going rather quickly. There's no blunders as of yet. We might be in for an afternoon shower here. I'll write down the model number and the engine number and put it below. in case you guys have a Husky like this and you need parts. Okay. Where's the recoil? Since I got it in my hand, I'm going to remove that screw that I had to drill out. Yeah, it's easier now. We're getting it. I'm just using channel locks and backing it out half turn at a time. So I'll try to come up with something, maybe a drywall screw. To get the job done. Okay, I'm going to oil this recoil up. Okay, I think that's where we are next. They're going to be 8s. Let me reposition you. I'm going to take a little oil and just squirt the nut here, so the next technician maybe has an easier time. Just fill the cup there with used oil in case they got to remove the flywheel. It'll give them a head start. Okay. Just looking over my work, all the linkages are moving. Hose clamp is in place. Okay, that's down. I'm just going to put this up here to get it out of the way for right now. I'll deal with that later. So we got to fuel it, and I got to put just a temporary filter on here until I go in and get another one. I just got to use one from another machine. I'll just put that there. But I'll send them home with a new one. Because I think I just got 2 boxes, 50 of those filters each. So I got 100 filters. I think they were under $1 each, 83 cents each or something. So I got a lifetime of those filters. You know, it'd be funny, he's still out there mowing. If I push this down there and start it and start helping him cut his grass, that would be really something. But I don't have that kind of time. He's going to have to do this little project on his own. I'm sort of nice, but not that nice. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to look at oil. This is kind of flat up on the table. He's got oil. Let's lower this down. I'll get you in a flat spot. Come on. All I'm looking for is a start. We'll put you here. Okay, if I yank on it, I'm not gonna hit anything. Okay. Husky, Husky. Let's go, Husky. I kind of put the recoil rope around the handle here by accident. So let's straighten out the rope and pull. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, that's no good. Tommy, stop taking in neighbors' machines. Either we got a dragging safety brake cable or this rusty RC12YC. This isn't the right socket. I got a huge socket. 13/16 is not an appropriate socket. I don't hear the mower. Maybe he's done. So you saw me fuel it. We know we got fuel. We started the machine again. Plug don't look bad. I'm gonna put something on the bail bar clip and see if we got spark. Okay, I'm not going to touch the cable. I think the cable's dragging. I'm just going to go like this and see if we got spark. Here we don't. Let me pull up on the cable a little bit here. See if that makes a difference. Still nothing. I think we might have a dead plug. So this was a multi-issue deal here. Plug. Plug and water. Don't mix. Okay, time to steal a plug. Or do I have a spare in my stash? I'm always stealing. I got a couple of torches, but why risk it with those? You know what I mean. I got a brand new no name from a carb kit, F6TC. Let's just see if this sparky sparks. Then if it does, I'll snatch a Champion out of another engine. We are not getting spark. Nothing. So do we have too much rust maybe on the flywheel? Bad coil? I'm not going to keep you very long. I'm going to buzz this off and take a look, and then send you home. It's already 37 minutes. So maybe it was spark all along and he just let it sit with ethanol fuel. See a little bit of rust there. How's the ground here? Is it touching? No, we're not touching on the ground. There's an air gap, so the coil isn't getting killed. Bad coil. Or is this a shitty plug to begin with on the China plug? So many possibilities. Okay, we know this Crafty worked for my son. Let me steal the plug out of that. Maybe I'll clean up the flywheel briefly, put this back and try it. And then if it don't work, we're gonna send you guys home. Okay, got a newer plug out of that Craftsman. Dirt gobber's nest here. I'm trying to blast out. Just got a brush. I'm just trying to clean this up. Nothing. I should have had something by now. I'm just gonna take the coil off, maybe sand up the mounts. Where it mounts to the block. Kind of rusty. If this doesn't solve it, I've got backup coils for these, but I won't keep you for that. Let's kind of break the rust here. Grab a business card. That's how I gap them. Sweat like a dog. Okay, let me get these started. It's just a little harder to do these with the extra long fin size. But it's doable. Okay, let me get something in my bag of tricks. Okay, I got something. I got an air freshener piece of cardboard. It's gonna have to do. Maybe rip it in half. Maybe a little bit more. Wedge it down in there. It's a lot thinner than a business card. I'm not very scientific today. Precise. Wasn't expecting the secondary issue of no spark, but you got to deal with it as it rolls. Sometimes it's a three-sided boulder. You know how those roll. I'm trying to get this paper out. Okay. I'll rotate it. See if I can pull it out. Okay, it's not rubbing. Blast that little piece of paper out. Just put this down and do what I did before. A little foot pressure and pull. Dead coil. Okay, I'm going to change it out. It's dead. I didn't have anything. It's a known good plug from the one my son cleaned up, the Craftsman. So moving it from that to this, it's not working. We're dead in the water. Time for a coil. You guys have a good day. Tip your waitress and wait staff. Adios, amigos. I can still hear the mower running in the backyard, so he's got a job to do. See you.